take my hand, hurry. Let's go. I need to show you where all the good anime stores are in Shibuya because no one ever talks about it. I'm tired of seeing all the TikTokers and stuff just talk about Akihabara. Guys, please get out of there. If you like anime, if you like games, manga, etc., and you only go to Akihabara, you are doing yourself a big disservice. I'd say Akihabara is probably the most commonly known place for anime stuff in Tokyo among tourists. Number 2 is probably Ikebukuro, but I would like to offer Shibuya as a very good third, or even better depending on what you're trying to do. Hear me out, please. I've been to all the spots. I've been everywhere. And today I'm gonna share with you some of my favorites, the things that I don't see online, the things that are overlooked, okay? So here. Take it. Let's go. I'm sure you probably already have Shibuya on your itinerary if you're planning on coming to Japan, but most people don't include all of these anime stores, or they only include one of these I'm gonna mention. And there's so much more here. There's so much more to explore. So first of all, I recommend going on weekdays. And when you're shopping on weekdays anywhere, Shibuya, Akihabara, whatever, you're probably gonna think, wow, everyone's a tourist because it's a weekday. Don't worry. The weekend is twice as crowded at least. So let us begin, and make sure you watch it until the very end because I'm going to share my top 2 favorites last. So first of all, right when you exit Shibuya Station, you're gonna have the famous scramble, which I'm sure is already on your itinerary. And if you look to the right, there's gonna be this store called Magnet. It's like all anime stores, and it's definitely worth checking out, especially because it's really not that crowded because most people don't know about it. Most people don't go up the escalator. Go up the escalator. Okay, so the first floor has a Sanrio store. It's like a smaller one though, so honestly you don't need to waste your time there. There's better ones. There's even one in the Shibuya 109, but go up, and the main attraction for this mall is going to be the One Piece store or the Mugiwara store. There's lots of merch. It's a pretty good size, and it is not crowded. As you can see, it is a totally manageable level of people. You can look at all the merch. They have a pretty good selection, and it's not really that lame or anything. I've also been to the one in Ikebukuro a few times, but that one gets really crowded sometimes. There is also a Crayon Shinchan store in this mall if you like that. It's very cute. Did not air in America because he shows his butt and other things. There is also a pretty good gacha floor. I mean, if you're coming to Japan, you have to do gachapon, right? So there's quite a few throughout Shibuya. Actually, I'm not going to show them all in the video, but there's a lot. And this is definitely one of the better ones, if only because it's not super crowded. And they have gacha for everything. Anime, little food items, whatever you want. But then throughout this mall, there's basically just a bunch of small little anime-ish stores. Some of them are pop-ups. Some of them are dedicated to random things that I don't really know. There's a lot, so you just need to go through all the floors and check it out. Next, something that is probably also on your itinerary, but probably not for this reason. Miyashita Park. Miyashita Park is basically the result of a big gentrification project a few years ago. It's a very nice mall. It focuses on super trendy and high-end stores. It's also like the only place in Tokyo that has a Panda Express. But the most important thing that you need to hit if you're going here is the GBL store, or the Ghibli store. Very important distinction. This is not like the other Ghibli stores in Tokyo. All of the other ones are called Donguri Republic, and you should go to one of these. There's none in Shibuya, unfortunately, but they carry a different merch line. The things here at the GBL are higher end, trendy, fashionable items. They are more expensive, but they have things like shirts, beanies, even skateboard hat things. I don't know what you call these things. If you like Ghibli, you cannot miss it. They also have this cafe space in Miyashita Park that changes the theming every few months. Right now it's a Doraemon cafe, and as you can see, it is pretty empty on weekdays. Depends on what cafe they have in there. And then they also do some pop-ups in here. So not anime, but I went to a NCT 127 pop-up here last month, 2 months ago. And right now they have a Pom Pom Pudding pop-up. You just never know with pop-ups because Japan loves pop-up stores, you guys. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just a temporary store. It could be open for only a week. It could be open for a month. It just depends. And I can't really tell you what's gonna be where, when. I have no idea. And honestly, there's so many, I can barely keep up with the series that I do like. And this isn't just for Miyashita, this is for all of Shibuya, for all of Tokyo. You're gonna see random pop-ups everywhere. And it's hard to keep track unless you specifically look up it in advance. So while you're out exploring Shibuya, there's one thing you're definitely going to want to have, and that is internet access, which is why I'm excited to say the sponsor of today's video is Saily. So if you don't know already, Saily is a new eSIM service app brought to you by Nord Security, and eSIMs like Saily let you stay connected while you're traveling without having to rely on spotty Wi-Fi networks. So getting an eSIM like Saily will let you connect automatically to local cell phone networks. So this means you can access the internet, you can look up merch for your favorite anime, compare pricing, use maps to find your way to stores and things, and of course just stay connected. So Saily is actually really easy to use and install. All you have to do is download the app on your phone, which you can find through this QR code right here. And then all you have to do is choose what country you're going to. They have over 190 countries available, so chances are they have where you're going. And then choose how much data you want. Always get more than you think. Trust me. After that, all you have to do is install the eSIM on your phone and activate it before you travel. Then once you land, you're gonna be able to easily connect to a local network, just like instantaneous. You land, boom. You're connected. This is so much easier than things like pocket Wi-Fi or even the traditional physical SIM cards. And if you haven't used an eSIM before, I know it sounds kind of scary, but trust me, I do this all the time. Whenever I'm traveling, I use an eSIM. You can't go back once you start them. So when you do go to buy your eSIM, make sure you use my code at checkout, Allison in Tokyo, to get an exclusive 15% off deal off of your first purchase. Or go to download the app here through my link at saily.com/Allison in Tokyo. Next, the best and worst place to do any otaku themed shopping, the parco. If you've ever seen a video on Shibuya, I'm sure you've seen parco mentioned. I have a really love-hate relationship with it because it has some really good stores all crammed together, like a god tier level selection of stores. But that means it is so crowded all the time, you guys. Even today when I went, it was so crowded because it has a Pokemon Center. It has a Nintendo store. It has a Jump store. It has so many things. So no matter when you go, it's gonna be crowded. The Pokemon Center here is a unique one though. It's not like the others. It is big, but it has like this, I don't know, like Shibuya theming going on. So it's like graffiti and stuff. There's better Pokemon centers. The Ikebukuro one's better, but honestly they're all crowded. So that being said, you do need to go to a Pokemon Center if you like Pokemon. So there is a Pokemon Center, and then across from that is of course the Nintendo store. I think it's the only one in Tokyo, which means it's crowded. I did see that they expanded it. I didn't know that until I went today, so that's good. It's still crowded, but if you like any Nintendo games, if you like Zelda, Animal Crossing, Mario, and you want merch for it, you do need to go. Just brace yourself for the crowds. I'd say these are the two biggest, most important stores you need to hit here, but there's also a Jump store. So the Jump store carries merch for basically any Shonen Jump comic that was decently popular enough. And they do have some of the older stuff too, like Naruto and stuff. It just kind of depends. The Jump store is okay. I have a better store later I'm gonna share with you. And like I said, if you like One Piece, go to the One Piece store, not the Jump store. There is also a Capcom store and a Monster Hunter store though. Those are good if you like these games. They also now have a Godzilla store, and I'm excited about this. I saw they're about to open up a JoJo world or whatever. That's exciting. Yay! It says it's opening up in June, so we'll see. So all of these stores are located on the 6th floor of the parco, but if you go down a flight, there is also a Radio Evangelion store, which is like really trendy-ish looking Evangelion clothes and merchandise, bags, that kind of thing. And then sometimes there's like other anime-ish stores around the mall. It just kind of depends. But one more thing on the 6th floor is they have a collab cafe space. So what a collab cafe is it's a collaboration cafe, and basically it's just a cafe space that rotates out different like anime, different games, like maybe like one every month, that kind of thing. And there's a lot of these spaces throughout Tokyo, even throughout Shibuya. Like I said, the series change all the time, so it's hard to recommend them. It's not even always anime sometimes it's like Harry Potter. But as you can see, this space is currently being used for like, I don't know, Precure or Jewel something. I don't really know what this is. But I also went to a Zero Base One cafe in Shibuya 109 like 2 weeks ago. So because there's so many spaces for this and so many series, I can't give you advice, but what I can give you is a Japanese website link. So go to this website if you are interested in attending a collab cafe. It can be hard depending on the space if you don't live in Japan, but you don't know. And sometimes for the weekday slots, if you go like at the weird times on weekdays, you could just walk in, you don't need a reservation. Next, I want to talk about Loft. So I love Loft, like many people, and I think Loft appears in a lot of videos on Shibuya, and don't get me wrong, you should definitely go to Loft if you like makeup, stationery, etc. But so they used to have like a pretty okay selection of like character goods on their top floor, but you know, I went and it kind of sucks now. Like I don't think you need to go because they kind of turned the top floor basically into just a tax exemption line. And the actual space for character goods is quite small now, so I think there's other places you could go that would be better. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that. Next, the Modi Mall. So it's like this mall with a bunch of plants on it. You'll know it when you see it. So I like this mall. Anime specific stuff, they don't have that much, but they do have on the second floor the D&P Anime Plaza. So this space is used basically to exhibit and like sell merchandise for different anime. So it rotates out like a pop-up store kind of. So today I went and it was actually not anime at all. It was like Sean and the sheep or whatever. And also Kadekyo Hitman Reborn. I don't know what year we're in, but for some reason they had that there. But my hack is if you go upstairs, first of all, if you like K-pop, definitely go upstairs because they have a very big K-pop section in the HMV. And this HMV is a lot less crowded than the big famous Tower Records. So if you want to buy CDs, if you want to buy anything K-pop, etc., check out the HMV. The HMV also has a bookstore. So they have a pretty nice, good manga section. Like it's honestly, it's like a normal like Tokyo bookstore. But what I like about it is it's not really that crowded and it's hard to find this kind of bookstore in these central tourist destinations. It's the kind of thing you'd find like at a commuting station, you know? So if you do want to see Japanese manga, magazines, etc., and not that crowded of a situation where you don't feel like you're being in the way, then check this out. Next, my two favorites. So they're actually in the same building. First, you're going to want to go downstairs into this really sketchy looking basement to the mandarake. So mandarake is a chain. There's one in Akihabara, there's one in Ikebukuro. The Akihabara one's actually like massive, but this one's cool because it's deep and in a basement. And it's also not like, it's crowded, but it's not like super crowded, you know? Like you can always walk. Because this is the kind of store you're not gonna go into unless you know about it. And also they put up birthday posters for my favorite K-pop group ATEEZ's members when they have a birthday in the stairwell, so it's pretty good. But what mandarake is it's a used goods store. So it's all used and it's all for like otaku things. So they have K-pop trading cards. I go there a lot. And of course they have a huge selection of manga, magazines, figures. They carry a lot of really retro niche otaku things. So if you have something very specific and old that you're looking for, it's probably going to be here if it's anywhere. And aside from that, they are also very well known for their doujinshi section, especially for the ladies. So if you don't know what doujinshi is, it's like fan-made comics for shipping purposes. And this one has a huge selection. Like all the mandarakes have doujinshi, but this one is also, it's quite good. And for the more popular series, they'll even like differentiate based on ship. So once you're done here, you're gonna take the elevator up to the third floor and you're gonna be at Animate. So Animate is Japan's largest anime goods retail chain. They're all over the country. There's a lot in Tokyo. The largest one is actually in Ikebukuro. They have a giant store there now. But because this one is on an upper floor, again, you're not gonna go here if you don't know about it. It's pretty empty-ish, especially on weekdays. Like the Ikebukuro one is good, but if you want to actually be able to shop in peace, this is good. Like it's not small by any means, it's decently sized. So the difference is the Animate only carries new goods basically for popular trending series. So like the more popular the series is, the bigger the section they're gonna have. They carry things for manga, games like Genshin, manga, anime, otaku, anything, you know. And then a few other stores that I thought deserve a mention that I did not go to are Village Vanguard. This is a big chain in Japan as well. They carry a bunch of weird stuff, I guess, and a lot of that is anime stuff, video game merch, that kind of thing. Check it out if you're interested. It's like really chaotic. And then two I didn't mention because I felt like they were kind of more in Harajuku than Shibuya. One is Base Yard, and then another is Kittyland. This one's really popular online. It gets really crowded, but they do carry a ton of character merch. So those are my recommendations for your anime day in Shibuya. I'll release your hand. Here you are. So I hope you saved all these in your maps. I hope you saved it. So please like the video if you want to go to any of the stores I mentioned. Leave a comment down below if you have any recommendations, etc. And subscribe for more videos about traveling in Japan, living in Japan. And I'll see you guys back here again soon. Bye!